Good evening everybody and welcome to Bear Reviews. On tonight's little review we have a beer from Summer Wine Brewery who have been making a few little waves. They kind of crept up on me really. A few years ago I remember seeing some of their stuff around, but recently they kind of just come back into the scene. They're from Holmfirth. It's pretty much as close to Heathen Country, also known as Lancashire. I'm a Yorkshire boy. Yeah, as close as you can get to Lancashire, but still remain within God's country, Yorkshire. And they do some really interesting beers. I've had their Mocco Milk Chocolate Stout and I've had their Telly Porter. This is the first time I've ever actually got my hands on to try Diablo, which people do rave about and say it's a really intense hoppy IPA. Clocks in at 6%, it's got Citra and Chinook in it, hordes of English pale malt, super clean yeast, and one hellish good IPA it says. Wicked collaboration of incisive American hop varieties and fine English pale malt gives this IPA devilishly bold character. Unashamedly bright and resinous, this IPA bites. Tropical and piney hops deliver a robust bitterness that rolls over your palate like a herd of thundering wildebeest. Hoppy as hell, gets sinfully Moorish. Cool. So that's pretty interesting. Citra, Chinook, can't go wrong with those two. Brilliant hops to be frank. So let's crack this one open and see what we have. Pour it out into a glass. So as I said, they kind of crept up on me, but they do interesting beers and... Get ahead, you bastard. There we go. Swearing. There you go. So if I pour it on out, it's a wonderful clear beer, so it's probably not bottle conditioned, it's been filtered out, I suppose. Titchy, it's a bit of a haze, but it might not be perceptible to you on the camera there. Nice, kind of, very clean white head. Just slightly deeper than pale there. We've got a little bit of an apricot colour going on. So, let's get our nose in there and give it a good old sniff. Oh yeah, that's got one heck of a hoppy nose. Well, there's a lot of tropical fruit in that, a lot of mango, a very typical Citra nose, I would say. It does have a little bit kind of pine, to kind of back it up a little bit, but lots and lots of tropical fruit. We get those mangoes in abundance, bit of passion fruit I guess with a bit of spike to it. Typical piney aromas as well from American hops. It's really resinous, it just jumps out the glass. Oh, I'd expect nothing less from a big bold IPA to be honest. Yeah, it smells beautiful, it smells absolutely beautiful, cracking, hoppy ass nose. Cheers everyone, let's give it a try. Heck oh mate. Wow. That is piney. Really piney. It's so piney, I could be in a forest, in the Schwarz Forest in Germany, Schwarzwald in Germany, and be chomping on a pine tree or something. Bad analogy. Yeah, that's pretty intense though, they're not kidding. You get, when you first take a sip of it, you get this, that tropical fruit, that little bit of mango, that little bit of passion fruit, papaya, guava, whatever, you get that just at the beginning. A little bit of juice, but it's like a snapshot, it's just a small little millisecond or two of that flavour, and then you just get wham! You get hit with a lot of pine, a heck of a lot of resin, and then it gets a really distinct bitterness, bordering on being a little bit too much. I really like super bitter beers, really do. This one's just got, it's just a centimetre away from being what I call rubber tie bitterness, where you get so bitter that it becomes astringent, I suppose, and it gets a little bit kind of this burnty flavour. It's just on the edge of that, but it's just holding back. So as you can probably tell, I'll just give it another sip. It's definitely an assertive beer. I do quite like it, but I do have a feeling that pine's overpowering some of the subtle nuances. But it's like so much Chinook has been pumped into it, or so many hops have been packed in, that we've got some of that herbaceous, grassy, resinous note has kind of overpowered, and you're getting a bit of the grassiness from those hops, that's just stopping those little extra notes that you get from these superstar Citra and Chinook, to be honest. The hops, the citrus flavours, the tropical flavours are being overpowered. By no means is this a bad beer, by no means. It's lovely, it's really nice, it's pretty drinkable. It's got a nice medium body, full of flavour. If I saw this on a bar, I'd definitely get a drink. Definitely try a pint of it. Oh, you know me, I like to try many different beers. I try and avoid beers I've had more than once. Well, more than a couple of times. But it's just a little bit too balanced towards the pint for my personal palate. I do like big juice bombs. I do like super hoppy, astringent ones too. I just think this one could do with perhaps toning back a bit on the pine, letting that juice sink through for a little bit longer. I can see how they've got a good reputation off the back of beers like this, though. It's intense, it's American style, it's really well made, there's no faults to it, clear as a bell pretty much, nice lacing on the glass, aroma to die for, really good beer. I'm going to give this a 7.5. It's a good beer, and I would certainly have another one, and I'm going to sit and enjoy this one. It's just not the best in a saturated market of IPAs. There are better out there, the ones that are definitely competing on the same level as it. It's a really nice beer, but it's not my favourite IPA there is out there. I think there's a little bit more... I think I find a little bit more joy in beers that just really sing from those fruity notes of hops that they're using. This one, the bitterness, just slightly unbalanced. So yeah, please like, favourite, comment and subscribe. Tell me what you think if you like Diablo. I know this is a favourite for quite a few of my friends. It's one of the reasons why I just immediately grabbed it off a shelf. And I know they'll probably be like, "What? You didn't think it was the best beer in the world?" But hey, everyone's got a different taste palette. Everyone's got different flavours that they like and enjoy. So please tell me what you think anyway. It's a good beer though. I'll say that much. I'm going to enjoy it. So until the next baby review, everyone. Cheers.